Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today. And in this Cricket Happening Show, we are going to look at England's victory in the first test at Lords against the West Indies. They won this match by 5 wickets, and which was always there. I mean, one could say that one could have safely said that England were definitely going to win. It was a matter of when. But I thought West Indies put up a very good show. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk in brief about what happened today and how England won the match. And I'm going to do a brief analysis of this first test match which was played between West Indies and England at the Lord's Cricket Ground. Besides that, we have the IPL qualifier starting tomorrow. As you know, Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Delhi Daredevils and Kolkata Knight Riders are the one who have qualified. So tomorrow would be the qualifier number 1 match. The league matches are all over, as you know. So the first match is between Delhi Daredevils and Kolkata Knight Riders, and both the teams are really evenly matched. Probably the Kolkata Knight Riders has lots of spin to look to. As far as Delhi Daredevils is concerned, they have the pace bowling, which is much stronger. But we'll talk about that later. But first, let's talk about the match that England won by 5 wickets and took a head start in this test series by taking a 1-0 lead in this series. Well, today overnight they resumed a 10 for 2, and West Indies actually put them into further trouble today by actually reducing them to 57 for 4. In fact, Jonathan Trott was the first to go today as he was caught by Sammy. A beautiful catch taken in the slips by Darren Sammy. Of the bowling of Kemar Rose, the bowler who did the damage yesterday, he was gone for 13 with 3 fours. And then Kevin Pietersen came in, and Shannon Gabriel, the debutant, actually bounced one at him, and Kevin Pietersen pulled him for a boundary. And the next ball, Shannon Gabriel, not to be perturbed by Kevin Pietersen hitting him for a boundary, persisted with a bouncer at the short delivery. Kevin Pietersen tried to play a stroke at it, got the under edge. Dinesh Ramadhin behind the wickets took the catch, and Pietersen was walking, and that made the England score look a real shaky score at 57 for 4, with Alistair Cook still there and Ian Bell joining him. Well, West Indies tried in their bit. They tried their bit to really, this particular pair was very crucial for England, because this pair is the one can say who can really have that staying power at the wicket. Alistair Cook and Ian Bell, and they are the ones who could really take the shine off the new ball and really get things going, and that's what precisely they did. They took their time at the crease. Whenever any loose ball was there, it was to be hit. It was really scored off. Alistair Cook went on to play some very good cut strokes, and also a lot of strokes that he played down the ground were good to see. Ian Bell onto his cover drive, his way of playing the shots in a very orthodox manner, and both of them stitched together a very good partnership. In fact, that was a winning partnership for England, because if one more wicket would have fallen, that would have exposed the debutant Bairstow over there, and one wouldn't know what would have happened. Probably West Indies could have really had their tails up, but it was not to be. In fact, Ian Bell and Alistair Cook really buckled together and stitched together a partnership which yielded 132 runs. So after doing all the hard work, when they were just probably 2 runs before winning the match, this is what they did. In fact, Alistair Cook was out after making a good 79 with 10 fours as Darren Sammy took his wickets. It was caught by Kirk Edwards trying to go for the cut shot, and then Ian Bell was there to take them to victory on an unbeaten 63 with 5 boundaries, and Jonathan Bairstow just played 3 deliveries but couldn't really score any runs. So that was the victory for England, taking a 1-0 lead in the test series against West Indies, with the first test match going to England, making it 1-0. Bowling figures: Fidel Edwards 8 overs, none for 24. Kemar Roche continued well. He took that vital wicket today of Jonathan Trott early in the morning. 13 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 60. Shannon Gabriel had a very good debut, 1 for 26. Darren Sammy 1 for 25, and that was it. The man of the match definitely went to Stuart Broad, because Stuart Broad not only did he take 11 wickets in the match, which was his first 10-wicket haul in Test cricket, But since 1978, this was something. This was achieved in Lords, probably. I think it was done by Ian Botham, if I'm not wrong. But well, Stuart Broad was the one who did it, and I was told it was of a gap of quite a number of years that the Lord's cricket ground, an English bowler had taken a 10-wicket haul. So that was something to be really savoured, and that's the precise reason Stuart Broad definitely deserved the man of the match, because he was the one who broke the back of the West Indies batting there, and he did all the damage there. Let's look at this particular, just doing an analysis of this particular test match for England. Let's look at the West Indies, because West Indies are the ones who have to really work hard. But I'm sure they would be very happy with this effort, because they fought hard. They didn't really allow things to drift, even though West Indies in the first innings put up 243. There was some headless running. The runouts that have been, I would have to say this, Shivnarayan Chandrapal is a wonderful batsman, and he did a wonderful job. He's the edifice of this West Indian cricket team. But what one has to see is Shivnarayan Chandrapal has to improve his running between the wickets. He's very experienced. I mean, we are not supposed to say that, but Shivnarayan Chandrapal once saw sometimes he just used to go for the runs, and there used to be a lot of misunderstandings when he was at the crease. So that is something they need to get over. Darren Bravo was run out, which was very sad. Probably West Indies could have put up a better score than 243 if Darren Bravo would have been in the crease, because he was looking good. The other day we had Kirk Edwards, who couldn't really have a good knock in this game at all, because he was run out helplessly. So this is something that West Indies need to really work on, and I'm sure they are going to work on that. Shannon Gabriel was very, very impressive. He's a very tall bowler, holds the ball at good pace, and he's never perturbed. As you saw the other today, when he gave a ball to Kevin Peters and hit him for a boundary, he persisted with the short one, and that fetched him the wicket. And that's what bowlers are all about. You need not get really perturbed by the fact that the batsman has hit you for a 4, and Shannon Gabriel showed lots of nerves in doing that. So really well done job by Shannon Gabriel. Took 3 wickets in the first innings, 1 in the second. So he had a good debut, a decent debut, I would say. And looking at the West Indies team, they definitely have the wherewithal. Adrian Barath was looking good with his stroke making for whatever time he was there. First innings, he was really flowing with his strokes. That was good to see. Kirk Edwards, I'm sure he's a very good test batsman. It's just a matter of time. Probably the second test at Trent Bridge might be his occasion. Chandrapal, nothing to talk about. He's such a wonderful player, one of those most experienced players. Dan Sami, the captain, always led the team with a lot of gusto, a lot of brave attitude, a boldness in him, whether he's batting, bowling, or fielding, and that's what it's all about. His captaincy is absolutely superb, no doubt about it. He's really galvanized this West Indian unit. So that is good for him. And besides, Dinesh Ramadan, wicketkeeper, had a good day, good one behind the stumps. He also batted well, giving some. And what was good about the West Indies batting, there was a lot of purpose. There's a lot of maturity into it, because they were not giving the wicket away even in the second innings. They really to stay at the crease, get some runs, and that's what they precisely did. But England definitely pulled superior. So Stuart Broad was the man who took the cake there with those 11 wickets. Batting, it was good. Andrew Strauss got a century, as you know, and that was good for him. Jonathan Trott probably. I mean, it's very early to look into all that. Ian Bell had a good knock of 63 in the second. Bowling was looking absolutely superb. So England have everything going for him. Jonathan Bairstow probably could have had a much better debut, but he got just a limited opportunity. Stayed there. So we all look forward to a very good test match coming up at Trent Bridge, the second test on Friday, and probably we are going to look at West Indies putting up a much better performance than what they did, and that's what is going to be really important as far as the second test is concerned, which starts in Trent Bridge this Friday. Let me shift the focus here, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This was a short analysis of the England versus West Indies first test match. So let me look at the IPL. Tomorrow is the qualifier number 1, which is starting between Delhi Daredevils and KKR, the Kolkata Knight Riders. Now, Delhi Daredevils, they have some very good batsmen. If you see the team mix, it is really powerful. I'm sure Virendra Sehwag, who's been out, is going to be back in the mix. Virendra Sehwag will open with David Warner. Then they have Mahela Jayawardene, who has not really come to the party in this particular IPL, which is very important. If he comes to the party, I'm sure that would be a different ball game, and Delhi Daredevils will be definitely strengthened by their batting. And they have Ross Taylor, who has just come into some bit of a form, I would say, with that 55 the other day. So that would be good to see. Bowling, well, they have Umesh Yadav, who is always on the money, bowls very well. Moni Morkar is absolutely superb. So they have a lot of things going for themselves as far as the batting and the bowling is concerned. So good combination. But let us look at the team, Kolkata Knight Riders. Now, what Kolkata Knight Riders, Gautam Gambhir's captaincy has been absolutely superb. He has been able to really lead this team well. He knows how to use his bowlers. Basically, Sunil Narine, the way he has used him, Sunil Narine, is absolutely something to really watch. It also depends, even though you have one of the best bowlers like Sunil Narine, red arm off spinner, who a lot of the batsmen are difficult, they are finding it difficult to fathom, and they are finding it very difficult to take the runs, and in the process lose their wickets. But it is also very important to see how the captain actually handles his bowlers, and that's what Captain Gautam Gambhir does it well. He knows how to use Sunil Narine. He keeps him back. He looks at the situation, match situation, and that's what we are all looking about. So Gautam Gambhir has really proved as a Kolkata Knight Riders captain, he has all the captaincy wherewithal in him. One would remember that he was really his vice captaincy was taken, as you would all remember. So that is something that the selectors would be eyeing, because his captaincy has been something, a talking point as far as Kolkata Knight Riders' success are concerned in this particular IPL. So he will be basically banking on spin. He has Yusuf Pathan, it's time for him to really unravel the strokes, come into his own. If he's going to do that, I'm telling you, Kolkata Knight Riders would be absolutely powerful, because their batting, Gautam Gambhir has been leading with the bat, no doubt about it. Brendan McCullum, they have some good batsmen in the ranks, and then the bowling, it has been all about spin, because Sunil Narine, Rajat Bhatia, he has all the other bowlers. Yusuf Pathan comes in and mixes it up. So he has all those wherewithals with him. As I said, the captaincy would be the key, and captaincy, well, he has been doing well. So we are having to see Gautam Gambhir, two rival captains, they are pitted against each other, which would be very interesting. And one looks forward to a great beginning as far as the qualifier 1 is concerned between Daredevils and KKR, which is going to be played at the Pune Cricket Ground. Pune Cricket Ground, as you know, the pitch is slow, and what is good about here, I will definitely say that it is Kolkata Knight Riders who are holding an ace up their sleeve, but only just, because what is happening is Pune is a ground, as you have seen in this IPL season. What happens is the pitch is slow, it is low, it's not easy to amass a lot of runs, and the slow bowlers are something that Kolkata Knight Riders are really equipped with, and Gautam Gambhir knows how to really deal with them, how to deal with the batsmen, how to use his bowlers. So I think Kolkata Knight Riders will be all the more happy that they are playing on the Pune Cricket Ground. And if you see the history of Kolkata Knight Riders, they themselves have put up some low totals, and they have defended it well. So that is the very key point. So Kolkata Knight Riders really look very strong. But let me tell you, I mean, with Virendra Sehwag and David Warner opening the innings for Delhi Daredevils, one can't really discount them. They have also been very good. But I'm telling you, just that a bit of a slight edge, I think Kolkata Knight Riders are holding right now. Well, we will all know about it tomorrow. Until then, it's your host Ram telling you that I'll be back with a full match report on that particular match till such time it happens. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.